my channel. So today I am going to be doing this look. It is just like kind of like a monochromatic sort of look. I've got like a purple smoky eye. I tried to do like a more cool toned blush and this purple lipstick. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so to start out with, I am using this Smashbox Radiance Primer. I got this in my Ipsy bag, and I'm just rubbing that all over my face. I am going to use my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is my favorite foundation. I'm just dotting that all over my face, and I am blending it in with this Morphe brush. I'll link the brush down below. I can't remember what one it is, but I am just buffing that into my skin. Then I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape and I am going to put this all over my under eyes in this triangular shape. I use my concealer not only to conceal but also to highlight my face, and I do love the coverage that it gives. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that all out with a beauty blender. I actually didn't dampen it this day. I just blended it out dry and it gave me great coverage. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder and I'm going to put a little bit of that into the lid, and I'm just going to pat that on my under eye. I'm not necessarily baking, but I am just setting that powder. Then I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus, and I am going to just set my foundation with that, with this big fluffy brush. And I lost my lid to my Estee Lauder, but I found it. I'm going to take this California Dreams palette from Lorac, and I'm taking this light purple color. This is such a great purple, and it just went all over the place. But it's just such a great transition shade for if you are wanting to do a purple eye look. I did get it all over it. Just I forgot you have to tap off the excess because these are really powdery. So I'm just going to take that tan shade that's like this color of my skin, and I'm going to try and diffuse that out because I got way too much in my inner corner and I don't want to look tired. I'm then going to take this smaller blending brush and I'm going to take that purple color from my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just going to slowly work this into my crease. I start with the most pigment on the outer corner of my eye, and then I just slowly buff it and work it into the crease, and I just keep blending. I make sure to blend out all of the lines so it just looks really diffused and seamless. So see, I'll just kind of wiggle it in my crease. I'm going to take that dark purple from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. It's almost black, and I am just going to wiggle that into my inner corner. And then, kind of like I did before, just slowly move it a little bit into the crease, but not much. I'm not going to put it as far into the crease as the other color. I'm going to keep this lower and tighter and in the outer corner so that you can still see that other purple color and it looks really diffused and just blended. And then I'm going to take the brush I first started out with, this big fluffy brush, and I am going to just blend out all the edges, and any big fluffy eye brush will do. I'm taking this brush, I'm going to link all the brushes down below for you guys, and I am going to just sharpen up that line on my outer corner so it just doesn't look messy and it looks really clean. And then I'm going to take this light pink shimmery color in that California Dreams palette, and I'm going to pop that onto my lid. Then I did that on the other side as well, and then I'm going to take this white bright shade and I'm going to do that in the very inner part of my eye, and just to really make my eye look bright and light. And I was yelling at my daughter because it was time for her to get ready for school. I'm going to use some of that, it's just like a light pink matte shade from that palette to still kind of cover up that area where I got too much powder in my inner corner, and just to make my inner corner look bright. I like my inner corner of my eyes to look bright and then have it slowly go out to darker in my outer corner. I'm going to dust away all of that powder that was underneath my eye, and then I ended up adding more because it wasn't as sharp and clean as I wanted. I'm taking this Tarte Lights Camera Lashes eyeliner. I got it on sale at Ulta. It's usually $20 and it was just $10, and so I thought I should try it out. I usually just do drugstore eyeliners, but I have really been enjoying this eyeliner, and I'm just going to create a wing with that. I am not great at wings, but this eyeliner is pretty easy to work with. You don't get too many bumps and wiggles and everything like that, which is awesome. So I'm just going to really sharpen out that point on the end. Then I'm going to quickly put some lip gloss on just to moisturize my lips. And I am filling in my eyebrows with this Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil. I'm going to take that bright white and I'm just going to pop that right underneath my brow to give it a little bit of a highlight and make my eyebrows look higher and lifted, and just to finish off the look. Again, I'm going to blend that in, and I'm going to put that lightest purple on a little pencil brush, and I am going to buff that into my lower lash line to complete the look and to just make it look even. I'm going to take that brightest purple and I'm just going to put this like on the outer third of my eye on a flat definer brush, and this is how I get through life, guys. Diet Mountain Dew. I'm going to take my Laguna bronzers from my Narcissus Studio Cheek Palette, and I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my face with that. I did do my forehead, but I must have cut it out. I'm going to take this lightest color from the Kat Von D palette like I always do, and on this Firma Beauty brush I am going to contour my cheeks a little bit more. I'm going to take those two lightest shades and just brighten up my under eye area really quickly. I like my under eye area obviously to be really bright. I'm going to take this, like it's like a natural sort of blush color, and I'm popping that on my cheeks, but I go back and put something a little more purpley on. I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty highlighter and that brightest, lightest highlight shade, and I'm going to pop that on my cheekbones. This is such a pretty highlighter. It's like super intense, but at the same time, it looks natural. I don't know if that makes sense, but it just does. I love it. Then I'm going to go back in on this Sigma E40 brush, and with that lightest shade in the Kat Von D palette, I am just contouring my nose. I like to do the bottom of my nose because I have kind of like a little ball on the end of my nose, and I kind of don't love it. So I'm going to go ahead and take some more translucent powder and put it underneath my cheekbones to carve it out. And I put some Lights Camera Lashes mascara on, dusting off that powder with a large stippling brush from MAC, and I am setting my makeup with my all-nighter setting spray. I had to get to a doctor's appointment for my daughter, but you'll see I go back and do a little bit more. I am wiping off that lip gloss, and I'm going to apply this purple Revlon lipstick. I'll link it down below. And I'm going to take this Pink Swoon from MAC blush and pop it on my cheekbones. It was the coolest toned blush I had, but not cool enough. So I go back with that light purple shade and just add that to my blush. It's an eyeshadow, but you can always add whatever you want to make it work with what you have. I'm applying these lashes. They're my very favorite lashes right now. They are the Ardell Demi Wispies studio effects. They are so fluffy but natural looking. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am wearing this giant hoodie. This is my husband's because it is so cold here in Utah. It's starting to cool down, and I know a lot of people love fall. I do love fall if it would just stay fall, but then it goes into winter, and that is so cold. I don't ski or snowboard or anything like that, so it's just miserable. But anyways, thanks so much for all of you that have subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe because it is completely free and you can be my makeup bestie. I hope you guys liked this look, and don't forget that it's okay to be confident, it's okay to be real, and you are beautiful. See ya.